Yeah, I missed Friday. I'm sorry about that. And quite often, sometimes I'm so busy that I miss Fridays, but I will always try to make an attempt to come back on Saturdays. This is going to be what is it called? Saturday becomes Bonus Beard Live. we'll we'll try to use that as a title. But yeah, I was actually in California for the past 2 days, and I was at a family funeral, so I had to go to California. My immediate family is from California, and I've been from California pretty much most of my life, but I've been in Vegas for a little over 10 years or so. So this is my primary home, Las Vegas, and my secondary home, or my original home, my OG stomping grounds, is the Bay Area in California. So it's good to be all over the place if you can. If you get a chance, go travel, go be in different parts of the world, different parts of the country. You'll see uh, different types of people, including people with beards. Now, luckily, America's got so multicultural and diverse that no matter where you go, you'll end up seeing someone with an awesome beard. So I'm glad to be back home. It's great. The flight didn't take too long. It was pretty quick, surprisingly. Usually, when I'm driving to California, when me and my family are driving over, it takes about like 8.5 or 9 hours. It's crazy. But I kind of like it because I see it as like sort of a meditative therapy to it. It feels good. It doesn't feel good on my butt though. It just feels good to just kind of drive, and you know it's therapeutic. But I went on flight this time, and man, that was like about an hour, less than an hour. Southwest, you guys do a good job. It was actually very interesting. The first flight when I going to California, I think the model of the Southwest airplane was not as up to date. I mean, you could just check the the baggage shelves. They were kind of a little bit like a little outdated, but when I came back to Vegas, the flight was actually pretty updated. It was like a pretty good tray table seats, and everything looked new-ish. So, and I could definitely feel the difference between the first flight and the second flight. Second flight was a little bit more smoother. So I'm glad to be back, guys, and thank you for joining in. I'm about to talk about this man behind me. It's going to be the bearded legend today, Ulysses S. Grant. Ulysses S. Grant. He is our 18th president, our 18th U.S. president of the United States. And I mentioned to ChatGPT that I was late on a Friday, so they thought, or ChatGPT thought, that this would be a great pick for the legendary beard for today because just like me, who missed a day of going live Friday yesterday, he was actually a stickler on failure and criticism and setbacks because he struggled with them. He struggled with the failure, the criticisms, and the setbacks. Uh, he was also written off multiple times before rising to lead the U.S. Army, or the Union Army. Sorry. His beard became a symbol of steadiness and resolve, not flash, as you can kind of see. I'll go into the closer image. But yeah, it's a good, easy person to talk about, especially with his beard, because Ulysses S. Grant, a guy who stumbled plenty but always showed back up. Showed back up. That's what it says. Thanks, ChatGPT. He Grant hated attention, but his beard made him instantly recognizable. He was known for being quiet and unassuming until it was time to act. Despite personal struggles, he became U.S. President of the United States. His success came from consistency, not brilliance, which mirrors along with kind of like my beard. I think in the first year beard that I experienced, my beard wasn't as the same, size, the same shape. I think one side was a little bit more, filled in, but over time, you kind of didn't really know the difference. That's when the beard kind of got down to this length. But coincidentally, Ulysses S. Grant's beard almost mirrors mine right now, especially in this photo. He, here, let me, his success came from consistency, not brilliance. I already said that. And the great quote that goes with his beard is, "This isn't about never missing a day. It's about not quitting when you do." And that speaks volumes, because we all have different lives. We all have different scenarios and situations, and we're all going through something. Life isn't always predictable. It isn't always fun. It isn't always exciting. So when there are setbacks and then there are inconsistencies, you just got to power through it. You got to power through it just like any person, with determination, consistency, and grace. I mean, not so much grace. You can be any person you want. Consistency isn't always about grace. It's just about just staying on the path, staying on it and keeping on it, despite whether there are hurdles in front of you. You just got to continue to go over it, and then you just have to persevere. That's a good word. I used that word perseverance before, but I don't know. Sometimes I always just try to throw out new words. So this is the legendary beard for today, Ulysses S. Grant, our 18th president of the United States. So I'm really excited, because now my beard is getting to the point where I can fluff it up, and then, oh yeah, there you go. And, the top of my head, I'm not really concerned about. I'm just really concerned and focusing on this lovely beard. And I'm wondering what kind of nickname I should get. Eventually, should I be called Haggard? Because eventually it's going to start looking like Haggard. "You're a wizard, Harry." That's not a good impression, I know, for all the Harry Potter buffs out there. Yeah. Spider-Man Gamer, what's up? How you doing? I'm just enjoying a Saturday, combing my beard. And here's the thing. Since I had to go travel and I had to use travel by flight, I was not sure if I was able to bring my beard products. So for 2 days, I was without my beard products, and I felt almost naked. It didn't feel like normal, because I'm used to putting the beard oil, which, by the way, this is Live Bearded, Legendary Edition. So I am enjoying it. Sandalwood and vanilla is always a good scent for men. But yeah, it's a... Uh-oh. There we go. Get back to his beard. But yeah, it doesn't matter what kind of a beard you have, just as long as you are willing to sport it out, because it takes guts. It takes almost the sense of being comfortable with yourself to not have to worry about what anyone else thinks. Because again, it's just another form of facial hair, another form of design, another form of character. It's another form of what makes you who you are. M6? Well, what does that make me? I'm probably a 5. I don't know. Unless you're... Oh, you are 6. 6 years old? Wow. Well, I am 41. We are on a different level of generations. But thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. If you are interested I'm hoping that maybe when you get to the age of growing a beard, that's going to be awesome, you know? I think when I started growing a beard, I was probably 16, 17, and I was in a play. I was in a theater play, and I was a Russian dance instructor, Koyankov, and yeah, it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. I was able to kind of grow it out just like this, but I mean, whatever kind of beard or mustache or facial hair you grow out, that's gonna be who you are, and you gotta just sport it out, and you gotta have fun with it. It's always good. What do you sell? I don't sell anything. In fact, I'm just showing you what kind of beard products I do use. I don't get paid for this, advertisement. I don't get paid to show it off. I'm just showing you guys what I'm using. I also did use the other day, before I left to California, I used the shampoo and conditioner product, and I recorded it. I'll probably post it later sometime this week. Just if you guys are interested, it's a very easy, fun, simple, let's get this beard clean type of video. So, but this is the product that I like so far. I haven't used many products, but I'm hoping to venture out and just test out a few products. I do have a cool little beard comb that I always like to show off. I haven't used it yet. This is going to be the beard comb that I'll be using maybe when the beard kind of gets about this length, because right now there's not much to catch, there's not much to grab. I can easily detangle this just by using this Boar's brush comb. It's awesome. It's cool. But yeah, I'm really excited. This is for all the 6-year-olds. I'm gonna just put this right up here. I'm not gonna say it because now that I know that I have a a younger audience, a younger audience, then I will hopefully watch what I say. But yeah, that's the product, and I am really excited to keep growing this beard. Again, it was about like 10 years since I grew my last year beard, and I do have a lot more support. My wife is giving me that support. She's all loving, all supportive, and I think that's the type of person that you need to be around. Whether you're working, whether you have a family, friends, siblings, or whoever. At least they have a good, supportive background. Someone to support you. That's what you need, and you'll feel a lot better. You won't feel like, man, why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? Why am I questioning with all the things that I would like to do just because this person doesn't want me to do it? I see a light in you. Well, it's probably because there's a light right behind this camera. There's two of them. So I'm very shiny today. So you can see it in my nose. You can see it in my cheeks. Oh, and also, since I didn't bring any products to California, I had to use some other travel stuff, when I got there. So I ended up using this moisturizer, shampoo, all in one. So maybe that might have helped my skin a little bit. When living in Vegas, your skin naturally just gets dry because it's just a dry desert. But maybe I'll try to use that more because I do like the shine. I like the light shine. Not the light I see physically. Oh, well, I try to show that type of spark, that type of light, and I don't know. I think it's just being a good person, genuinely being present with people, because we all have a busy life. It's really impossible to stay present fully with everyone else, but just as long as you are showing care for other people, you're kind of in service for others. If you have like work or a job that helps other people, that's also helpful. It kind of carries you over to being a helpful person. Not a very eloquent one, that's just depending on who you are. But yeah, it's always good to try to be genuine. If you're a genuine person, obviously some people can see it. But again, I do have my bad days. I do have, ups and downs, but I think when you try to just, internalize it and you're trying to think about things and not overreact, everything just becomes better. And then sometimes you just miss really bad opportunities because you might have said something, jumped the gun, overreacted to something, and then something just really blew up, and then you're kind of regretful about it. We've all been through that. So yeah, it's don't we all, right? But yeah, Ulysses S. Grant, our 18th president of the United States, he sported a nice beard, and I'm hoping to sport one too. So, but guys, it's a Saturday, you guys have plenty of time. I don't know what time zone you guys are in, but it seems like it's still pretty good to still enjoy the Saturday. I just wanted to hop on and say hi and hey, I'm still with you guys. I'm still doing this. I'll be posting again live, not live, but another daily short tomorrow. And my family from California is texting me like, "How did the landing go?" I totally forgot to mention that to them, but as soon as I get off, I'll text them and say that I landed safe. And it's been a fun trip. It was a fun trip. It was a good funeral, session. It was just a lovely service, and I got to see a lot of extended family members, people who I haven't seen in a long time, and I think that's also important. Friends come and go. They can come and go. If you end up sticking with a few of them, that's like a blessing. But family will always be there. Family is like that interlock of connectivity, of support. And yeah, there are some family members that just don't agree, that don't like what you do. It's like, hey, I don't like this, I don't like that. But as long as it's not malicious, what you're doing, or what something that is not making everyone's want to pull their hair out, like, why are they doing that? Uh, but yeah, family is always going to be there for you, and just open yourself up to family, because family is always going to be the number one rooter of you. They're always going to root for you, even though they might say like, oh, I don't like what you're doing, but deep down it's like, well, I can respect you for wanting to do it. So uh, you're meant to preach, but have you ever been told that? Yes, I have, many, many, many times. In fact, whatever I preach, I always learn from an experience, and whatever I say, it usually comes from something, from someone who told me, that I kind of gathered some of that information. I was able to, well, I don't know why my computer is, going black all the time, but hey, maybe there was a update that I didn't know about, and so it just kind of reset my laptop settings. Yes, family is very important, and whatever is important to you, always make sure to have some support around you. I can't do this alone. You can't do this alone. Nobody can do this alone. We're all in this together. We're all just trying to have fun. We're all trying to learn from everyone. And again, I'm not here to preach. I'm here to show off my beard. Number one, I'm here to show it off, because eventually it's been 1 month down, 35 more months to go to complete this 3-year beard. So I'm really excited. You guys are always a great support, and I always appreciate you guys being here. And I'm gonna get going, because this is technically my laundry, like the laundry room, but it's also my studio. So I gotta change. I'm doing laundry today, so I gotta get that transferred over to the dryer, and I don't want to make any more noise than you probably already heard before. So you guys have a great day. I will see you tomorrow, and I will definitely be here next Friday for another live. All right, take it easy. Have fun.